don't know if you can see me. Oh, I think this part of town doesn't have lights. So, good morning. Good morning from Addis Ababa. And I think this town is very beautiful. So just like any other town, people here wake up very early, up and about. So let's see what goes on in this town before dusk. Very nice. So on today's episode, things you should know before traveling to Addis Ababa. For me, when we were traveling, we decided to travel by road and see what experience the road gives. What kind of experience the road traveling by road gives. And not bad. It was not a bad experience because actually we liked the journey. The only thing I did not like about the journey is only one thing. The other side of the border, like after we crossed the border from Moyale to Moyale side of Ethiopia. The other side of Ethiopia, they tend to be very strict about security. I don't know why there are a lot of police checks, and I did not figure out why they had a lot of police checks. I'm yet still figuring out why they had very many checks. Yeah, so you see there, these streets are beautiful, lit. Yeah. So I'm still figuring out why it was very important for them to do the search. But in Sudan and Somali, being their neighboring countries, and they are Arabic, I don't know if Sudan also has the Amharic people who speak these Arabic languages. But there's a lot of terrorism in our neighboring countries, like Somalia has been affected so much. So I've been like asking around. I've been asking around people. Most people told me just because of insecurity. But the search was intense. When they were searching our stuff, it was very intense. Okay, the searching part was not bothering. The bothering thing is the way they were handling our luggages. You know, privacy. They are opening our stuff, and in every check, that is procedure. Like that is what they do in every check. So from our side, we paid like Kenyan shillings 2,500. That is like $20 or maybe $23 from Kenya to the border of Moyale. The journey was smooth. From Kenya to Moyale, very smooth because we only had one check. They had sniffer dogs, which I feel our Ethiopian neighbors need to invest in the sniffer dogs, and maybe there's that thing that usually is found in the airport for scanning luggages. And the roads in Ethiopia are very nice because when we cross the border, the vehicle we were using were cruising. The bus we were using was cruising very high speed, and you know there's high speed that you feel is dangerous, and there's high speed that you are comfortable. my perspective as a driver, I felt it was worth, because the roads from the roads in Ethiopia are very, you can see for yourself. Like, I'm not like I'm not like in a paid what they usually say. This is not a paid promotion, or rather like advertisement. No, the roads in Ethiopia are really good and very reliable. So far so good. The experience in Ethiopia is good. You can see how Addis Ababa looks nice. This is Addis Ababa. Actually, it's 4 a.m. in the morning, and I noticed the villages, or rather the what parts where, like those parts in the village far from the city, they depend on public transport. Yeah, another thing I've noticed that this place doesn't have motorbikes, so that surprises me. They don't have motorbikes around their city. Maybe they are told to stick to, maybe there's some parts of the city. Actually, in the part of the city where I've been like having walk or stretching my legs, I've not seen motorbikes. So the required documents, you just require a passport and yellow fever. Yeah, and apart from passport and yellow fever, you really need an address and a contact. Address and a contact. When you're using land border to cross to Ethiopia, you need an address and a contact for the person where you're going. Okay, maybe hotel reservation, the contacts that you use to communicate to the hotel, and a reservation. That one is very mandatory. I saw they were very keen on that. That is what I was asked. A yellow fever certificate, or rather prove that you have the yellow fever vaccine, and passport. Yeah. So I didn't like, there was nothing bad experience in the border. The only thing that we didn't know, if you have like electronics, you need just to have like your laptop, and okay, if you have a camera, I saw they don't like cameras, so you just have to keep them with your body bag, like a bag that with you, not your travel bag. If you put in your luggage bag, they can confiscate your stuff and you can do nothing about it. Yeah. So from Kenya to Moyale, from Nairobi to Moyale, I spent the price from Nairobi to Moyale and Moyale to Addis Ababa is the same. It's 2,500 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to $23. So the journey from Moyale to Addis Ababa. So what you should know, from Kenya, the bus that I booked from the Kenyan side, we travel at night. When we are coming to Kenya, we travel at night. So we travel at night, and then we got to Addis Ababa, to Moyale, border of Kenya and Ethiopia. We got to Moyale in the morning, 6 a.m. So we traveled overnight, and then we had to look for a place to stay over the night, because the bus that travel to Moyale to Addis Ababa from Moyale, they start their journey 3 a.m. I think it's a rule, like in Ethiopia, you are not supposed to drive at night. It's a rule for, maybe, I just assume like that, because we boarded the bus at 3 a.m. but we started the journey like 5 a.m. There were checks. There were checks that early morning. A lot of checks in the bus stop. And then the first check for the border, we had a check before we started, just at Moyale border. When we boarded the bus, just slightly, we had a check. So the journey continued. We had several checks, like 7 checks before we reached Addis Ababa. So accommodation depends with your budget. There are nice places there, but so me, I went for an affordable place. I booked an hotel. For a night, I paid 1,500 Kenyan shillings. That is equivalent to $12. So the stay at the hotel where I was staying, just there, the bus stop was just right there. So it was very nice. And from Addis Ababa to, it's like 700 kilometers, but it looked closer than from Nairobi to Moyale. The distance is long, but it looks shorter. I don't know why. So if you are in Kenya and you are deciding to travel to Addis, that is what you should know. And then I got a lot of bad experience because I've never traveled that long distance. The buses are comfortable both sides, and that is nice. That I noticed that was very nice. So that is what you should know. The journey was smooth. Yeah, very smooth. So we are here in Addis. So the city of Addis Ababa, as you can see for yourself, it's very clean. I'm having a fruit here. This is passion fruit. So this city is clean, that it feels illegal. You cannot like dump trash. It's very clean, very organized. Yeah. City fun. Oh, you can see there's a bus there cleaning the road. That truck is cleaning the road, literally. So even it feels illegal dumping trash by the roadside. There, this city is clean. So I think that's what you should know anytime you are considering traveling by road to Addis Ababa. The experience was good. Yeah. So tell me, according to the story I've narrated, you guys should tell me what's your opinion? Do you feel it was worth the trip? Now the only mistake like we did, because even my sister repeated the same mistake. Our cameras did not have charge. So because they have been here before, they were prepared, like they knew what amount they needed, and they had Ethiopian currencies that they had from their previous trip. So we never had. I almost even forgot. At the border, you should change Kenyan currency to Ethiopian currency. Yeah, and Kenyan currency is almost the same Ethiopian currency. So it's a very same amount. They don't have much difference. You just need to have Ethiopian currency when you cross to the Ethiopian side. Now we never managed to film that much, but whatever's little we filmed, I'll be uploading it to you. So see you guys in the next episode. Keep watching, and if you're joining this channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe. Thank you. See you on the next video.